Hello, my name is Geogen and welcome back to Armored Warfare. So today, July 13th, the update 016 has just been released and I thought I'd go through the more significant patch notes for you. So to begin with, the main things changed in this update are new high tier vehicles, updated sound effects which are quite nice with the exception of one sound effect I don't actually like. Loot system, the first implementation of it anyway, and a commendation system alongside 3 new PvE missions. Now the gameplay improvements include shot delay, incorrect turret facing in PvE, and shot normalization. Now a lot of you players, especially those who've been around for a long time, will have known that the game has had an issue with shot delay where you see a target, you want to take a shot, and you hit your left mouse button and nothing happens for about half a second. Then the shell goes, and by which time the tank may have moved out of line of sight, as it may be moving at 80 kilometers an hour as some of these AFVs do. So with that, they have changed it. I have played update 016 and I believe it is much more responsive now, so that is a very nice change indeed. Shot normalization, that's to do with certain areas of tanks, particularly MBTs, which were being penetrated in areas which were quite ridiculous, to be honest, like really acute angles through tracks, really acute angles through wheels, things like this. So I haven't seen that too much myself, but it has changed. So in terms of new vehicles, there are 2. A T-15 HIFV, the tier 10 Soviet Russian armoured fighting vehicle, and the PTO-2 tier 7 premium TD. I've already featured this vehicle on my channel. Not a full rundown of it, but the previous Armored Warfare video, I'll leave a link down below, goes through certain upcoming premiums, including the PTL-02. So you can have a look at that. I also will be looking at it soon. The T-15 I've also played. It's not bad, but we will have a video dedicated to that as well. So the loot system, you get these supply crates for doing things in the game, mostly things like missions, doing damage, and you can get all kinds of different things. You can see boosts there, insignias, consumables, premium time. Consumables obviously quite obvious, things like oil, health packs, not medical packs, repair kits, things like this. The supply crates also contain boosts, which are things like credit income, reputation income, things like this. Premium time, well, it's pretty self-explanatory, and the insignias I'm not really sure about at the moment. I haven't actually seen them just yet, but I think they're to do with credit income and reputation as well. The sound effects have changed. The guns do sound a lot nicer now, in terms of they have a lot more punch to them, and the engines have also changed. The impact sounds have also changed for high explosive AP and heat. Now, I like the majority of these sounds, but I don't really like the fact that when you get hit, it doesn't really sound like you're being penned. It kind of just sounds like you're just being hit, and it may or may not have ricocheted, but I myself preferred the old sound because when you got hit and penetrated, it sounded quite loud and impactful, and it was very obvious that you'd taken damage. So now you have to take a look at the damage panels if you've got them activated, as well as your health bar a lot more. Maybe that's just me, my personal opinion, but that's something I've noticed. PvE missions as well have been added: 0 Hour, Erebos, and Basilisk. I haven't played Erebos or 0 Hour yet, and I don't think I've even played Basilisk. So those are upcoming, and also the new commendation system. These are little badges that appear when you do certain things like kill an enemy, assist kill an enemy, damage, assist damage, designation, spotting damage, etc, etc. They're all listed there. And those are just a visual aid to tell you what you've just done. You can have them on or off, but I think they're okay. It depends if you like a visual aid or not. So, changes to vehicles. We'll scroll down past all of these, garage interface and all that, we've already talked about it. Daily challenges have also changed slightly because of the loot system. With the completion of challenges, you'll get 150k credits for 1 challenge, 2 challenges, bronze supply crate, silver crate for free. So miscellaneous we don't really care about. Vehicle changes. New autoloader technology upgrade. This is especially useful for all of these vehicles, in fact, down here, which have some form of autoloader for their main gun. Either a big caliber gun or a autoloader, sorry, not an autoloader, a auto cannon or ATGMs. They have all been improved. These are things you now have to unlock and equip onto all of these different vehicles. SPGs have also changed slightly. Their mobility has been increased, as well as the smoke and illumination rounds having a 50% reduction in cost. So artillery players, if you use those type of rounds, most people use illumination rounds. I haven't seen too many smoke rounds being fired, let's be honest. So that's good. It'll make playing artillery less of a cost. The Leopard 2 series has also been buffed significantly all across it with regards to aim time and accuracy. We'll have a look at those below. Active protection has changed again. The cooldown of soft kill and hard kill has changed. Well, soft kill has gone up to 60 seconds and hard kill has gone down to 30 seconds. But you only have 3 charges as opposed to 6. High explosive damage correction. HE damage was too much, in other words, so they have tweaked it. So here we see with the Abbott and the Akatsiya, accelerations changed slightly. The AMX-10P has had some changes, well, some changes I say. One change to do with decals, same with the BMD. BMD4 has had an issue fixed where the gas tank was never ever damaged. The BMP T-72 Terminator 2 has had its whole hit points increased to 2360, giving it a bit more of a buff. Gentoro, a fix of the decals. Challenger has been slowed down with the engine, with regards to the engines, and the same with the ATDU at tier 10. Grostoika has been changed with regards to acceleration. LAV 150, a fix with the visual model. Leopard 1A5 has had its hit points increased, and additionally its acceleration with the stock and upgraded engines has been improved. Accuracy of the Leopard 2, Leopard 2AV, Leopard 2A5, 2A6 and the 2A7 have all been changed. With regards to the 2A7, you have better accuracy on both guns and better aim time on both guns as well. So those of you who are still using the 120mm guns on that will have a better time unlocking the 140mm gun. And this is good news for Leopard 2 drivers because the vehicles have been a bit affected by aim time compared to other tanks like the M1 Abrams series or the Soviets have a long aim time anyway, but these also had a long aim time and they didn't have the damage of the Soviet vehicles, so it makes sense. Although, to be honest, the 2A7 in my opinion was quite accurate anyway. MBT-70 has had its aim time reduced to 3.3 seconds, I believe it was somewhere like 3.5, 3.6 before. M109 acceleration improved, M1134 has had a mobility retrofit added, and the turret traverse has been improved a little bit. Strange how they decide 35.7 degrees is a, well, it's an interesting figure. You'd think they would choose 35 or 36. Now, the Merkava 2B or Merkava 2B has been changed to the Merkava 2D. Visually it's the same vehicle, but the front plate weaknesses have been improved by around 30%, and the headlights have changed, the decals have changed, whatever. The visual model will be updated in future patches to resemble the 2D, but the Merkava, sorry, has had some improvements, and that's good because when it was first introduced it was a complete pile of crap and challenges just easily tore it apart. Well, a lot of vehicles did, the tier 7 MBTs. So if you bought a Merkava, then you're gonna have a better time. Object 155, that vehicle that beta testers have, has been changed slightly in terms of issues, aka it's just visual changes or visual fixes. Paladin has been overperforming to compared to the Panzer Howitzer 2000, so it's been changed. Damage has been reduced by 10% and the penetration by 2.5%. Acceleration has been improved, however. Palmaria, again, improved. Basically all the artillery has been improved. PT-76 has had a fix with critical damage. Panzer Howitzer has been improved. Sphinx has had its visual models changed slightly, or fixed rather. Swing fire has been fixed. T-64 has been fixed. T-80 has been fixed. T-90 has had a buff with regards to hit points, going up to 2,390, which I'm not sure the T-90 MS was struggling that much against other tier 9 MBTs. But if you have a T-90 MS and you like it, you have more health. Visual changes to the Type 69 or fixes. Type 80 has had a fix with regards to turrets. When it's been destroyed, people could apparently shoot through it. I've never seen that, but fair enough, if it's been reported and fixed, that's good. Type 85 has also had decal fixes. Lots and lots of visual decal fixes. Type 98, the top Chinese MBT at the moment, the tier 8 tank, has had its lower plate changed, so it is much like the Soviets in terms of the middle upper plate. Sorry, the middle lower plate is thicker than the lower plate, if that makes sense. And the acceleration has also changed, been improved. XM1A3 has also been improved significantly all across the board really. Hit points, vision range, damage of both guns, penetration of the 120mm, rate of fire for both guns. Accuracy is slightly nerfed however, and the aim time is also slightly nerfed. So improvements and nerfs, interesting enough, but oh well. And visual fixes as well. And the rest is just a lot of visual fixes on the maps for PvE and PvP. So that's pretty much it to the patch. Some good changes. The issue I'm having, however, is the FPS is pretty low for me with regards to the difference between 0.15 and 0.16. I have to put it on medium settings rather than high, as it was just too choppy. And the map, there's several maps on PvP which are difficult, let's say, for FPS. River Point, I think it is, has one of the worst optimizations for my system anyway. I'm not sure if any of you watching has the same issues, but this video has gone on long enough. Try out the new patch, see what you think, tell me your thoughts down below, and we'll be following up with this video with some gameplay of the T15, and when I get the PTL2 we'll see how that vehicle is as well. And as always, I've been Geogen, and I'll see you chaps and chapettes in the next one.